Good afternoon, this is Jerome with North Kentucky Preparedness. It's May 23rd, 2019, on the way to REI in Cincinnati. Let's do a video on one of those dark topics. Human trafficking. Human trafficking is a problem everywhere. I guess more of the cities than in the countries, honestly. Than in the country, like rural settings. But it is a problem. It is a problem in just about every city. Some cities, some areas address it more than others, in a more aggressive way than others. So, but it is a problem. You know, the selling of other people for the profit of money is wrong. And I guess if you don't understand that how wrong it is, just stop the video, because I have nothing else to have this conversation with you about. You know, it's wrong. It's bad. And sometimes those people that are being profited off of have little regard for themselves when this is going on. Have little self-worth, I guess would be the way to call word for it. Self-love. And those that are profiting off these people have little regard for human life. And in my profession, I get to see a lot of colorful people. I get to meet a lot of colorful people. And one of the colorful people that I had a conversation with a couple weeks ago was one of those people that were being profited off of. And kind of had this, short one-on-one conversation about the why. And she said basically she just didn't care for herself. She didn't have any kids, but she just didn't have any self-worth. And she just said she really didn't care as long as her needs at the time were met. Food, water, shelter, clothes, and drugs. Heroin, to be exact, actually. And the person that was making money off of her, was profiting a decent amount. I actually had a conversation with that guy too, and he could neither really confirm nor deny the fact that he was doing this. To me anyways. But he told me he got out of the business before he got caught. That he got out of that world before he actually got caught doing it, because of the ramifications that he would have to go through. And that would be some crazy amount of ramifications. A crazy amount of ramifications. Go ahead, peoples. For him, that he would have to endure. And it would definitely be, way to describe it. He would definitely be, I guess, the ramifications he would get would definitely be equal to the crime that he did. That was another word I was wanting to use in there, but I can't remember what it is right now. But the ramifications he would have, his penances that he would have to get, would definitely be equal to the crime that he was doing, in my opinion. Now, the trade for goods and services, it is for a human life, for that it is crazy. Now, in a grid down situation, in a grid down long-term event, things would actually be worse, I think. After 3 or 4 days, I think that type of stuff would actually be 3 times worse than what it is now, or worse than that, because people would no longer, they would still have to have their needs met, their needs met, food, water, shelter. And if they felt that sometimes that their needs were possibly dwindling down to what they have currently, that they would feel like they would have to do something immoral in order to have these needs met. So, you know, this is a conversation. I want to have this conversation with people, and it's one of those dark topics that I was kind of teetering on making this video. I've been teetering on making this video for a while, but I decided to finally do it. I just finally decided to just pull that trigger and do the video. So let's go to REI here and get the stuff I was wanting to get. Thanks for watching. This is Jerome with North Kentucky Preparedness. Out of here.